Well,
You know
hold
how
on, hold on, hold on. Wait a minute. For the exes, no disrespect, but he was a this and a that before you met him. You knew
Mhm,
what come with the territory with certain individuals, whether it's good or
mhm.
bad. You know what you
Right,
deal with when you're dealing with athletes. You know what you deal when you're dealing with men with money. So all
right,
of a sudden, now he's a this and that. It's
right.
common sense. Women love to use logic when it's convenient for them until it's a certain type of opportunity that presents itself. And when the
Mhm.
opportunity is no longer convenient or beneficial, then he's this and that. You knew
Right.
what this and that was before you even dealt with it. So what are we
Yeah.
doing? What are we
I'm not
doing?
unless unless I feel the situation can cause you harm, bodily
Mm,
harm, or something
right.
like that, or there's some type of fraud might be involved. But
Hmm.
as far as her and I, we go our separate ways. No
Right.
matter what transpired, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Don't ask
Ever.
me anything about my exes
Ever.
because they were good. They were good. I mean, look, we had great times, and it
Hmm.
didn't go as according to plan.
Right.
We were together for 5 years. Okay, we had a good 3.5, 4 year run the last year. That doesn't take away from the 3.5, 4 years that we had that were great.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing to say. Don't ask me about none of my exes because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you they're great. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I'm gonna tell you I don't know what they see in you because you not me. I'm gonna go keep it a buck with you.
The funny thing about it is when you're able to respond in a negative manner or negative way about someone from your past, which
Yeah.
I've never been able to bring myself to do because everyone in some way, shape, form, or fashion was a valuable lesson for me.
Yes.
Valuable lesson and a blessing in some way, shape, or
No
form
mistakes. Lesson learned.
at all. But when you can be an ex and say something bad about a person, it says more about you
You
and your
them.
inability to find someone else to make you happy. Because the
Right.
fact that you even comment on your past means there's a reason for that. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why things aren't the way they are because you're still bitter for some reason. Because I
Yeah.
talked to you not long ago about when you focus on your plate, you shouldn't be able to see what anybody else is eating, let alone be able to see what the meal is on their plate to even comment on it.
Right. I
Man,
agree. I agree. I just like, yeah. I mean, everybody. Look, it hurt and when you break up. Listen, this is what I've learned. I'm a lot older than you, and probably had a few more breakups than you.
shit.
Breaking up is really easy if it's you wanting to do the breaking up.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
when all of a sudden you don't want to leave, and that
Mm,
person want to leave that it gets hard, and then
mm,
how? And so it took me a while, like with Shannon, bro, do you understand how many times that you've like wanted to move on?
mhm.
And when the women were like, they weren't ready to, you tried to get them to understand. Well, understand she wants to move on.
Right,
And so it took a while, and it doesn't make it mean it hurts any less.
right.
So I don't want you people to say, well, oh man, no, it hurts. Because the more you remember, Ocho, the more you're invested in something. That's why it hurt me to lose. Because do you understand how much time I put into this to
Yeah,
be great at this game of football? Do you know
yeah.
how I ate? Do you know how I trained? Do you know how much I denied myself
Mhm,
and
mhm.
denied my family so I could be good? So you damn right it hurt. Do
Yeah,
you know how much time I invested in this woman? Do you know how much love that I tried to give this woman? So when she says it's over, you damn right it hurts. And
yeah.
I ain't afraid to say it.
Listen, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. And what I've learned to do is I've learned to manage my expectations. I've learned to deal with people throughout the past, and I've gotten much better at managing my expectations and having a
Yeah.
better understanding of human nature and having a better understanding of doing everything I can and understanding at times what I invest, whether it be time, whatever I sacrifice, whether it be time, whether it be money. Uh, I always focus on the memories, creating great memories,
Yeah.
consistent memories. And I think one of the things that scares me, and I can be honest, we all family, I can share this with y'all. One of the things that scares me is everybody has an expiration date. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
has an expiration date. As great as things are when you first meet, when you meet someone in the beginning, it's beautiful. The honeymoon phase, that dopamine, that excitement, the
Mm-hmm.
butterflies,
It's new.
the nervousness, when things are new. And one of the things that scare me is everything has an expiration date. And that's something my grandma always told me. But I always, one of the things I always wanted to ask her, which I wasn't able to because she had passed away, is how do I change things a little bit so I get a little bit more time so that date doesn't expire when it's supposed to. And that's one
Mm-hmm.
of the things that me and the missus we talk about all the time is finding ways to navigate around and keeping things fresh, keeping things new, and trying to find and captivate that new feeling again. And that's something that's very, 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 very difficult because in hindsight, it's still the same individual that you've already known.
Yeah, but they change every day. Every day you wake up, you're a different person than what you were yesterday.
Hey,
So
that's
is
scary.
that person going to evolve with you? Is that
That's
person
scary.
going to change with you? That's the thing.
That's
Because I'm
scary.
not the same person yesterday I am today.
Listen,
And
that's
tomorrow I'll be a
scary.
totally different person tomorrow than I am today.
Let me, but you know how scary that is.
Yes.
You know how scary. A woman can love you Monday. Shannon, stay with me now, baby. Stay with me. A woman can love you Monday, and by the time Thursday get here, her
Hate
feelings
your
will
guts.
completely be different. You
Yeah.
know what? I woke up this morning. I don't even love you no more, bitch. What? Where where you going? Like that's real life. That's reality.
It
That's
is. I
reality.
mean, you know what? One of the great, I think one of the great lines that I had a girlfriend in college, and she wrote me. I mean, Ocho, she wrote me like 7 pages, and she had great penmanship.
Yeah.
And she was asking all these things, and she says like, you're the man, you're the man of my dreams, and you're everything that I dreamed of and what I wanted. And when she got down to the end, she asked me one simple question.
Hmm.
She said, Shannon, if I fall, will you catch me?
Oh. Oh.
That was it. That was it. Ocho, I was in. I was all in. I was all in. I jumped on it with both feet. I jumped on it with both feet, Ocho. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ocho.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, hey, you couldn't hit me in the ass with a red apple. That's how proud I was. Man, Ocho, your boy had it all.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I do. I love hard. I love heavy.
Mm.
There isn't anything that I wouldn't do. Um, if you need something,
Hmm.
if I'm with a woman,
Hmm.
her parents just like mine.
Right. Right.
I mean, hey, you want something? Your mama need it.
Yeah.
That's how I am. And
Yeah.
so that's how I am. And so I love and women that can figure me out. I think it was like 2006. This was the greatest song, and to this day, that's still one of my favorite songs of all time.
What's that?
This female asked me to come over. I was like, why? So she's like, just come over. And she knew that I like this artist. And
Hmm.
very few people know it now because they've heard me mention it. And I told her, she's like, what's your favorite? I said, Michelle and Ocello. She's my favorite. Love Maxwell, love John Legend. I said, but Michelle and Ocello is my favorite artist of all time. I didn't tell her no song or nothing. Nothing, Ocho. So when I got over
Hmm.
there were candles, the room was dimly lit,
Mm.
and she had on lingerie,
Yeah.
and
Come on now.
and so she's like, and so I was like, what's going, she put her hands up, like, stop talking. It's like, okay. So as she leads me to where we're going, she pressed the song,
Mm.
and the song is called Trust by Michelle and Ocello.
Hmm.
Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Ocho.
I see it on. I see it in your face. Go ahead now. Stay with me.
It
Did you cry?
it might have been one of the great. It was the song and what the
Right.
song represented.
Hmm.
And that was her, she was asking me, but she wasn't asking me. Michelle and Dago was singing the song, but the
Hmm.
female was asking me. She was asking me, what's it like?
Mm.
Man, Ocho, bro. I
I'm with
am
you. I'm right here
Ocho.
with you. I'm with you. I feel you. Hey, I got goosebumps. Come on
I
now.
can. There are songs like Maxwell or
Yeah.
Sade or
Hmm.
Earth, Wind, and Fire or
Yeah.
Atlantic Star. I can
Right.
barely. I can hear a song, and I can
Hmm.
tell you where I was
Hmm.
when I heard that song,
Right.
and I can tell you what I was doing when I first heard that song. And I can
Mhm.
hear the song like from high school, from elementary school, and from high school, Lenny Williams, the song, and
Mhm.
Message in a Bottle.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a message in a bottle. It's called "Send for Me" by Atlantic Star.
yeah.
I rem man,
Hey,
and now, man, Ocho. See, I'm gonna. We ain't gonna talk
hey,
about that.
listen. Hey,
We gonna get to it.
that's some good stuff. Now, see, I want to know now. Now, you done told me these good stories. I'm in. Listen, you gave me goosebumps. I need to know what happened with these women or within these
Well,
great situations.
this one, she was like, she told me she's one of the few women that's ever told me.
Uh-huh.
She said, Shannon, I hate that I met you. I say,
Mm.
and let me tell you why she told
You
me. She
say,
said,
hey, I get that sometimes, but they tell you
no,
dangerous.
she told me, she said, Shannon, I hate that I met you.
Uh-huh.
She said, because I'm never gonna meet another man like you. I'm
Mm.
never gonna meet somebody as charming, with a
Hmm.
sense of humor, that's as disciplined, that's as driven,
Hmm.
that's as motivated, that's as fine as you.
Oh, she said you fine. Okay.
Oh, your boy was built like a brick outhouse. You know, I'm still putting together. Your boy still, hey, your boy ain't no slouch. And I had 55,
Yes, sir.
but you can
I
imagine
hear
what I
you.
was like in my 20s and 30s. I was
Yes,
hell
sir.
when I was well. So I never forgot that, and I've
Right,
always,
right,
but I've had women tell me, you're great for this,
right.
but you're never gonna love me like you love work.
Oh no. Oh no. But have you been able
But
to
they,
find a woman that understands that though? When you find a woman that, well, you obviously you haven't. When you find a woman that understands that your work comes first,
mhm,
that she will have to play second fiddle to anything that is predicated to your work and your craft, and understand in order
yeah,
for you to be great at what you do, this is what you have to be locked in on.
yeah, yeah.
And
I think the thing
that's the
is
hard
that
part.
what I think my purpose is to work. I
Right.
get my greatest joy from working. I
Hmm.
look forward, like, man, I want to, man, me and Ocho, we got Sunday night, we got Monday
Yeah.
night, we got Thursday night. I
Yeah.
be thinking sometimes, but hey, man, you think Ocho want to go like Tuesday, Wednesday too? Like, shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Listen
You
to
know what
me.
I'm saying? I be thinking to myself, like, and
Yeah,
you know,
whatever you want to do, I'm ready. I'm talking.
and so I'm like, man, you
I
know,
talk a
I
lot.
say, it's like, oh, you know, I got to eat. I wait like Sunday. I'm like, man, oh, woo, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to eat. I got a first take with Stephen A. and
Yeah.
Molly. I'm going to see RC. You know, we're going to be on. I say, man. And so that's my purpose. I
Mhm.
get more joy out of that than
Mhm.
like going on a vacation. And it's not the money. Yeah, I got the money. God has blessed
Right,
me
right,
and put great financial people around me, and
right.
I'm good. But
Mhm.
I don't get nearly the rush or
Mm.
the excitement to
Right.
go places like I do to get up to go to work.
Right. It's a funny thing. You and I are kind of the same. I don't really do vacations now. I don't consider me traveling because you know how much I love the game of soccer. I
Right,
travel to go specifically to watch soccer games all over the world. But as far as vacationing, it's something that I don't do unless it's involving all my kids as one
right.
unit, one big gang, and that's it. And we do that. We do our normal annual trip, you know, at the beginning of the summer, and there is no vacationing for me. I always tell myself there has to be a reason for me to be relaxing. Why am I
Yeah,
going to Turks and Caicos? Why am I going to the Bahamas? Why am I traveling and taking pictures and sweat and bathing suits and well, I don't drink and sipping on whatever it may be, and I ain't putting no goddamn work in. What the fuck am I celebrating?
yeah.
What am I celebrating? And sometimes I see people all the time traveling and turning up and having all this fun, but why? What's the celebration? What do
I
we
do,
celebrate?
but I do want to do one time in my life.
Yeah,
I want to go somewhere and see if I can, because
right.
it's hard for me to relax. It's hard for me to sleep.
Mhm.
But I want to go one place. I want to go somewhere for 2 3 days. That's all I got for you. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna go no week because that's a lie.
3 is all I got. It don't matter
Hey,
where I'm at.
hey, it might be a space vacation, two and a possible. That's what I got for you, two and a possible. That might be it. I'm gonna keep it a
Right,
buck. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you.
right, right.
But I will go someplace, Ocho, for 2.5, 2.5 days. It
Mhm.
might take me as long to get there as I stay there. But I'm gonna say I went here. I don't
Right.
know if it's the Amalfi Coast. I don't know if it's Tahiti, Bora Bora. I don't know
Mm.
if it's the Seychelles, Siboney. I'm going
Right.
somewhere.
Well, you know all the names for somebody that
I
wasn't
don't.
doing no
Oh, I
traveling.
got the brochures. Oh, my
Okay.
brother used to have a travel agency, and I
Okay.
be
Okay.
getting the brochures. I'm like, ooh, that thing look good. Man, I ain't going in the trash. I'm like, ooh, man, look at that right there. I ain't going
I ain't
in the
going.
trash. So I got all the brochure. I got all the places in my head
Right.
where I want to go.
Yeah.
But I
See,
just,
that's
man, it's just hard. It's just hard for me to just like. But I mean, you know me, Ocho. I spend money. No,
yeah.
now, hey, my grandma used to always say, tell my sister all the time, good times they gonna owe that boy nothing.
Yeah.
Cause
But
O'Shea Sharpe done had some good times now,
listen, now
just
you
not
just
overseas.
speaking of traveling. Now you just had somebody you just interviewed that you could go on and take to one of them trips. Now you know the Amalfi Coast and
Who
Bora Bora.
who Brittany?
Yeah. I mean,
You
you. I mean, you know.
Man, I'm
I mean,
like, look here, bro. I'm like that.
there's no better love story than the story of someone you already know about and understanding their upbringing and where they are in life. So I mean, ain't nothing but an intersection. That's all that is. It ain't nothing but an intersection. It intertwines and it meets up and it all could lead down one road. Listen to me
Man,
now.
you know what?
Stay with me.
Y'all need to stop there. Every female that I interview,
Yes, sir.
y'all tried to put, oh man, look how Unc hooked up with Candy Burrows. Man, look how Unc hold
But
up
now,
with
see,
bro.
Candy married, so we weren't worried about
I,
Candy. We talk about Brittany. We talk about
bro,
Brittany and
I get
the
listen. Y'all
understanding.
thought people think I'm actually like I'm trying to lock her down, and I
Right,
got the church hug on her. I got my
right,
arm on her shoulder like she the home, like the homie, and
right,
y'all
right, right.
still
Right.
oh, look how
That's
happy you
that
look.
you
So
put
what?
your
That's
arm.
what we
You
trying to.
listen. You put your arm on the shoulder to throw us off. I'm familiar with your game. I'm familiar with your game. You ain't finna fool me.
Man. So, man, look how Unc smiling. I mean, am I supposed to frown when you take a picture? I mean, like,
Nah, bro.
damn.
You doing what you doing right. You doing just right. I'm with you when
I
you're
show
right.
what I do. I show 32.
Huh?
I show all 32.
Right. Shit. 38. If you had 38, you all of them would have been
Let's
short.
see. So you wanted me to be like this here, huh? That's how y'all wanted me to be. Y'all wanted me to be Friday with the woman. Like, come on, man. No, but she good people. I really I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah,
I
I
really
mean,
did.
listen, I
I think she's
I enjoyed it as well. I like that she was able to voice it. Again, I'm gonna piggyback on what I said earlier. Women out there, if you hear this, if you're watching this, I beg and I urge you to tell the truth. Tell these men the truth, and whichever one don't want you, there will be another in line that is
yeah.
and able. Trust me.